The message that he brought was very profound, very deep. It's something that the staff should hear, something that parents should hear, that it brings hope. And I was trying to connect this back to Obama, and Jesse Jackson would say, if you have hope but you don't have substance, your campaign's going to fall apart. What he brought, what Radcliffe brought for us, was he brought hope, but he brought substance, and he brought statistics which nobody can deny. So it's very factual. I think it's very timely too, because in Malton we're dealing with a lot of diversity, a lot of immigration straight out of the airport to Malton School, and we need to hear those messages how we can build towards this global economy. So I thought it was very powerful.
It's excellent. It's a type of focus that we need to have in the schools. We need to understand that we need to see, our kids need to have a mindset that culturally they have to see themselves as replaced. I enjoyed the entire presentation. I look forward to hearing more and seeing more about that.
In the sense that it was very much an eye-opener. We saw how Canada relates with other nations in a truly global perspective. And what's more, I think that Radcliffe really shattered some illusions to some extent. The idea that we are integrating folks as best as we possibly can. And, maybe offers some insights on how we could be doing a better job.
We heard today Radcliffe's message is that we are the world here in Peel, and that on a daily basis we need to remember it. I mean, like many of the students, I wasn't made in Canada, and I know what it's like to come from other places in the globe, be here and have to be able to reach out, and I see the families that I work with on a day-to-day basis. It's very poignant, it's very current, and it definitely is the future.
One of the things I thought of as listening to Radcliffe today, and I had heard him once before, was the importance of teaching some global citizenship kind of education in our classrooms and in our schools. And I wonder, I start to think about what does that look like? Because it's not just about training kids, I don't think, to participate in the economics of the world. I think the reality of their future is that they're going to be touched by world events, and they're going to be able to touch world events, like environmental concerns in very sort of immediate ways. So, I think that his presentation today, for me, is kind of a starting point to start to think about what is global education and what would that look like in a school.
I think too that it's interesting because we have such diversity here in Peel, and as educators, or just even as a citizen now of Canada, to go to this, down to the Niagara Peninsula, or you head across to Sudbury, I don't see the world there, but the reality is the children in those parts of the province are also going to be working with the world that Radcliffe's presenting. So I see our kids as having an advantage, and to be able to lead, their cohort in other parts of the province, to deal with and work with in a very multicultural, global world scene.
Absolutely, I think our kids in Peel have a great advantage just by the fact of by the reality of how diverse our communities are here. So it's a great advantage for them moving forward.
In particular, I like the use of stats. I like the use of up-to-date statistics based on a global view, and I liked his comments about specifically young black students and giving them role models and showing them other examples of what the world can be about other than the rap singers and the sports stars. I think it's very important for all our kids on the fringe to see those kinds of things, and I liked his use of stats and up-to-date information for kids, not on feelings, not on what they might be thinking, what mom and dad saw when they were kids, but things that are happening right now in their world. And I think that's a powerful message that our kids have to hear. Okay?